All right, to understand that, we have our correspondent, Sarah Ayeku, live now at Lasut, ready to give us updates. Sarah, we just saw the state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, leaving Lasut. What more can you tell us about his visit?
And from the pictures that you're getting, these are some of the persons that were close to some of the persons that were involved in this incident. You can see from their faces the pain that they feel. As you know, that the persons involved in this incident are staff of the Lagos State government. They were the ones in the bus, that's the BRT bus that was involved in the incident at along PWD Shogunle area of Lagos. And so you can see from here the pains. You see that since morning, since the rescued victims were brought to the hospital, we've had members, staff of the Lagos State government come to the hospital to, of course, see for themselves what has happened to some of their colleagues. From what we hear right now, we understand that the death toll has sadly risen. We now have about 6 persons, at least 6 persons dead. Earlier from, which is an earlier figure from the number we had reported earlier, which was 3. Now we understand that 6 persons have been confirmed dead. They recovered 3 from the scene, and then at the hospital we learned that 3 more joined this number. So from what we see here, the governor was here earlier today, of course, going round the wards, trying to, of course, speak with some of the victims and, of course, assess the situation at the hospital. We're trying to give the victims a bit of privacy in here. If you take a look at this barricaded point, this is the emergency area of the hospital, and you see that the health workers are working, trying to give first aid treatment to some of the victims involved in this incident. And so that's, you see the number of persons at this place. You know, everybody just wants to see if their loved one, because they can connect. This is a bus they take to work every other day, and today it's unfortunate that the story is different from what we're hearing. And so from what we've heard so far, just like I said, 6 persons have now been confirmed dead. The health workers, of course, are still trying to give treatment to some of the victims here who are obviously in pain. I tell you, I walked around this arena just to see how some of the patients are. Some of them have some broken arms. Of course, they're receiving treatment in this triad area. So for now, the governor had told us also that there will be 3 days mourning for these victims of this incident, because you know that these persons are persons close to the heart of the governor. They are persons that are working with the governor in the civil service. They are persons that the governor has interacted with at one point or the other while as governor of Lagos State. And so it says that the flags will be flying at half-mast, and there will be 3-day mourning for these victims. So from what we see right here now, staff of the Lagos State, the civil service, of course, are here trying to see what they can do, trying to comfort each other and see what they can do to help out if they can help in any way. Precious.
Sarah, one can only imagine how the families and friends of these victims felt when they received that call or saw the story on the news. Thank you so much for that update. We'll continue to follow up on it.